pick a card reading for you guys. 5 piles each set up ready to go. The first is a rose quartz, the second is clear quartz. Third is a beautiful green stone, fourth is red stone, and the fifth, if you can see here, is a black and white polka dotted Dalmatian stone. Part 1, the rose quartz. Part 2, the clear quartz. Part 3, the green. 4, the red. 5, the black and white spotted, the Dalmatian stone. So you may down that G pick the grouping that you like. Timestamps will be included in the comment strip down below so you can skip to the grouping of your pick. This will take messages for April, May and June of 2023 year. April, May and June. Here we go. Now before I start the reading, I just want to warn you, if you hear a little bit of playful banter, I have 7 beautiful little play banters around. I saved 7 kittens from ultimately destruction. They're all from the same litter, but they're all different. I'll try and put a picture up of them in the community strip so you can see how beautiful these cats are. There's one all black, one grey. One that's black and white, they're the boys, and then the girls are beautiful white bone, and there's some are short haired and some are long haired. Like, you don't understand these. They're all completely looking different breeds, but they're all from the same litter. And these cats are exquisite. And I had a crazy moment, I'll admit that. But I had to save these cats, and I'm currently trying to humanize them because they have not ever been touched or just kept in a room and fed, basically. They've not been kept well. Trying to find them permanent homes because otherwise they would have been terminated. So wish me the fucking best of luck with that, eh? Because yeah, it's not easy. There's a few of them over near the food bowl now. I might be able to give you a sneaky peeky if you like. There's 7. There's about 4 over here at the moment. If I get a sneaky peek, I'll let you have a look. See, they're quite beautiful. Hang on a minute. Give me a sec. I'll see if I can grab 1 or 2 for you. This is Clara. She's that little female. She's gorgeous. They're very skittish. Very skittish. Very skittish. This is Smokey. He is the big boy of the group. He is the leader. So cute little Smokey. This is one of 2 long-haired females. This is the darker of the 2. And this is Scrubber. Or Scrubber. I'm not sure which one the kid's named. I think it was Scrubber actually. But she's gorgeous, long-haired. And different again. That's only a couple of the bunch, and the others live in different now. But the black one, Jinx, is very shy. He's the most skittish out of them all. He's an all black panther looking cat. There's another long-haired, lighter colour to the one I just showed you, whose name is Storm. And then there is another one like Clara, but slightly darker colours. I know, crazy, but I hope I can give them a second chance because they really should have been gifted a first one to begin with. So, which pile did you pick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're about to hit the first one. Now these cards have been pre-drawn. I have not looked at the cards of any of the groupings. I selected the cards, put them face down in the groupings, and that's where they've stayed to this point of the reading. Now as your grouping comes up, those cards will be revealed and we will both find out what the cards are at the same time. No one has seen anything before the other. It's all going to be a surprise to both of us. So let's begin. Group 1. The rose quartz stone. Rose quartz, of course, is all about love and connection. And it does bring a lot of luck as well that people don't realise. But it's a great stone to bring in calmness, clarity, and of course love and abundance through these fixtures and fittings in life, which is very important. Put the stone of choice up here. So spirit card, a ruin card, an angel card. I picked a grouping from everything I've got here, so there's quite a bit. Okay, let's go through them together and find out what's in group ones. Going with those card meetings now for group 1, the rose quartz. Okay, sorry, the video seems to be wanting to do some crazy lighting today. The lighting is not the best. I do have the children home today. We are in all honesty not feeling the best today. I think I'm getting a cold or something coming in. We had some bad rain yesterday, and I honestly I feel absolutely shit for it. So group 1, I have your card lot here. Let's go through it. So first we'll look at your tarot. So we had the Page of Wands first come through, the Hermit in reverse, Major Arcana 4, of course, Virgo, the 8 of Swords, oof, feeling a bit of prison there, the 9 of Swords reverse, having some fear, seeing that there may be real reasonable fears, with the 7 of Swords. So we've got 3 Swords cards come through here, group 1, at the ending there. So Page of Wands, Hermit reverse, and 3 sword cards, the 8, the 9 reverse, and the 7. But what I want to tell you firstly is with this Page of Wands, there is muchly a sense here of, I'm trying to fix up this lighting. It looks just shocking as shit. I look like my face is orange. Anyway, with the Page of Wands, there is a sense here of wanting to really invest in something that you really are having a lot of desire for. We're really investing in things that are desired, which are all action-based. We're making movement here, and we're very much learning how to go about really investing into things that are very inspiring to you. It's wanting to gift the gift of learning to something that's passionate, to something that's involved, something that you feel a real kingship to, I want to say. Next, with that Hermit reverse, though, we aren't really listening to our own guidance systems here. We are getting pulled in a lot by other people's opinions or points of view. We might even be making some misplaced judgments, therefore, or just not doing what we believe is right because we're sort of getting talked into it, or because we're lending too much power to those around us with their opinions. We're sort of just going with what they say because we can't really be bothered asking ourselves, or we just don't want to ask ourselves to get that right answer in some ways. For some of you, I want to say. With the 8 of Swords, there is a sense of imprisonment here, especially within one's mind. For some of you, I want to say you might be suffering a little bit of mental illness. And when I say that, I don't mean that you're going full-blown nut bar. What I'm saying is you might just not feel yourself during this time period mentally, or you may feel that someone is sort of trying to lock you into something, like mentally lock you in a box. You might just feel very restrained, restricted here, or just feel like there's no movement here, or just feel as if there's some sort of imminent danger when there probably really isn't any. It's more of a what you're feeling a bit out of it. With the 9 of Swords reversed, though, maybe that's not the case, because the 8 of Swords is feeling very imprisoned, feeling like some bad shit's going on, even though you're not in any imminent danger. With the 9 of Swords reversed, this is saying you have some fears. You're not sleeping well. You've got some real worries. And these worries are actually reasonable worries. These aren't things that you've just plucked out the ether that are just nonsense. They actually have some foundation here to them. Finally, this is the Warrior, the 7 of Swords. This is the Thief card, the individual getting away with the 5 to 7 portion. Someone needing to save their own skin, someone throwing someone under the bus. Sorry about that. Someone that really feels as if they've had something that was theirs taken, or something that was used against them. So someone else could get a leg up, or so someone else could keep their skin, save their skin. I'm hearing save their skin. Someone here has done something a little bit underhanded, and I don't know if this is you or whether this is telling a storyline of something that is going to be involved, you're going to get caught up in and involved in during the period of April, May, and June of 2023. Let's continue with the next set of cards, because we have the Titanium Fortune cards, and like a children's storybook, these lend very much to a story through pictures. And as you all know, I'm a big fan of these cards. Firstly, for group 1, we have the Fish. Second, for group 2, we had the Fox. And thirdly, Shit. We have the Coffin. Warning now. This message is going to be a hard one to hear. If this part of it isn't for you, just skip through about the next couple of minutes to get to your next message, because I don't want to be giving people messages that they're not ready to hear. This could be a bit of a tricky message. Not to read, but to hear. The fish is a token of great fortune. It's luck. But it's in regards to money. It's saying things are getting plentiful, like the fish goes through the current. You're plentifully swimming through that current and you're getting a lot of knowledge. But more importantly, you're getting a lot of riches, bitches. The fish is all about money matters. It's all about the money is good right now, honey. The money is good. But it might not be for long. The second card is a warning card. It is the fox. Now, the fox very much lends to someone sly, sneaky, being a bit mischievous. This could be someone that is actually actively doing this to try to, you know, take you in, take you by, take you off guard. Or this could be an individual that's simply watching you very closely, like a tiger would watch a deer for dinner. The third card is worrisome. It is the Coffin. This is an ending you can't come back from. This is the finale, not for you. I'm seeing here someone that may have left you some real riches of money that you might have thought was a bit of a sly dog and passed away. And you've come to realise now that maybe that wasn't all the way it was. Or maybe you have learnt it the other way round. You had a lot of respect and admiration for someone because someone left you maybe a big inheritance or something to that regard. And, you know, you always thought they were great, but once they passed away, you found out this was kind of a sly dog. The other storyline I've got for you is things are just very plentiful right now. But there's always that feeling of like someone's watching you in the wings kind of thing, waiting for the downfall, waiting for you to, you know, get one foot in the coffin and take your place kind of thing. The coffin can refer an actual death or a frame of passage of something passing to the point where it can't be reanimated, it can't be, oi, out of there, and it can't be redone. So take that how it resonates for you. From the Wiccan cards, we had the season of winter come through for you. And it reads as such. The long dark days of winter are rich in magical tradition and are associated with the moon and darkness, as well as feasting and celebration for the rebirth of the sun at the winter solace. Winter brings cold days and long nights. Crisp, icy weather and clear open skies reflect winter's radiance, while the stark stilettos of bare trees remind us that nature is ultimately uncompromisingly. What is born will one day die and return to the earth. And that's what I'm talking about. From where we start is where we end, which is where we go back to. It's time for introspection and reflection and nourishing ourselves in mind, body and soul. The focus is on wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, brisk walks and taking care of ourselves. Spend time each day meditating and journaling deep within yourself. Much happening under the surface. Much happening. The next card is from the relationship sort of oracle. I forget what they're actually called. Sorry, I've just had a blind, whatever. So you deserve love. You are lovable. And give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So yes, of course you do deserve love. And if you are in a partnership right now that's maybe going through a little, needing a bit of building, a bit of bricks and mortar to sort of keep its foundations, then yes, definitely work on this. If it's a plentiful relationship that you want to see saved or to grow, I would definitely be working on that partnership. But most importantly, this message is about you, that you do deserve love. And if this love does not fit you, then it's not for you. Next, from the Island Time Wellness, we had the Sword and Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. There is a sense of solidarity with this reading. at the end, I think of like once we pass through June, for the second half of the year, that's when you're going to see a lot of clarity come through from this experience that you've gone through. And we have self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal shadow work, self-appreciation. And this is a reading of self. If I had to title this grouping, it would be me, myself, and I. That's what I would title this now, reading the cards. This is all about self. It's all about investing in self. And it's all about putting a lot of effort there, building self, having appreciation for self. And being proud of that fact. Now, the next card I'm going to read for you is the Ruin card. So let me just get the book for that so I can give you your full meaning, because I don't want to leave you scratching anything, wondering what this is all about. So your Ruin card for the month, for the quarter, for April, May and June, is Ride Through, meaning journey or travel. Travel is the key theme for this Ruin. When it appears in a casting, it indicates that an exciting journey is about to begin. This could be a physical journey, but it is far more likely to indicate an inner journey, and it's all about that internal self, this reading. The Ruin is associated with the right path being travelled, so this suggests that your focus should be on enjoying the ride rather than the actual destination. Live in the power of now. Being so closely linked to the forward momentum, this card could also indicate that if you are currently feeling stuck in your life, your stagnation is due to an unwillingness to look for answers within yourself. Things have got to a point in life, nevertheless, where it might be more painful to remain where you are than to go on this essential journey of self-discovery and personal growth. And this is a real reading about growth, I've got to say as well. It is a real sense of growth of self. And I think the reason why is maybe because of relationship, because the angel you got to guide and assist you was angel number 16, which is the angel of romance. You have received this card because your angel of romance has heard your pleas for help and guidance. Romance can come in many different forms. If you've been asking your angel of romance to assist you with finding a future partner and soulmate, you are on the right path and your prayers are being answered by your angel. Pay attention to the signs that your angel sends your way. You may wish to make a list of the type of partner you'd like to manifest in your life. Make a list of all of the realistic and possible things and qualities that they could embody and admire. Kindness, loving, faithful, romantic, etc. After making a list, it is important to only think positive thoughts about your future partner and surrender your requests to the angel. The more energy you put into manifesting your future partner, the sooner he or she will enter your life. Please be mindful not to sabotage the assistance of your angel by doubting that he or she can bring in this to your life. And confirmation that your partner is on the way, you will be given signs in the form of hearts. Pay attention. This symbol can appear anywhere. It could appear in the clouds, in nature, in coffee, or simply in a gift. The affirmation for the romance angel is, I trust and believe in the guidance and assistance that my angel of romance is giving me to bring back romance into my life. Final piece of pie for the first grouping is your spirit animal to guide and assist you for this quarter. You had a very interesting selection, group 1, and I found this very interesting. You got the tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you are capable of doing so. Being an effective and compassionate leader requires that you know the art of balancing yin and yang, disconcerning when to advance and when to yield and when to pay attention to the subtleties and the flow of the group process, while simultaneously staying attuned to your own intuitive voice. Whether your role as a leader applies to your family, friends, employers, or a nation, you must listen to those around you and respond to their needs with strength and compassion. And when you deem it necessary, you need to follow your own sensitivities, even though others may disagree with you. To the best of your ability, make your decisions based on what you determine to be the greatness of good, rather than catering to self-serving needs. Fear and doubt may arise at times, but don't let them deter you from your purpose. The best leaders aren't perfect, but they're willing to take calculated risks based on their own convictions and passionate desires to do the right thing. On occasion, you may stumble or even fall, but don't let that impede your acceptance of the leadership you've been called to provide. Others are looking to you for guidance right now. Don't let it go to your head, but don't let it go to your heart. The associations with the spirit animal tiger is sensuality, passion, independence, confidence, clairvoyance, mysticism, intuition, power. agility, gracefulness, loyalty, intensity, devotion, focus, patience, stealth, healing, vitality, regeneration, adventure, challenge, tactility, and sexuality. Thank you, Group 1, who chose the Rose Quartz Coloured Crystal. Thank you so much for joining me, Redsky. Please leave a like if you so choose to. Let me know in the comment strip down below if it resonates for you today, and I look forward to seeing you again. We will now, of course, move to the next grouping, which, of course, is the Clear Quartz grouping, Group 2. We're up to you. I'm just going to take a moment to refresh my voice because it is getting rather raspy, and I can feel I'm going to lose my voice before we get through these 5 groupings. So please bear with me while I refresh. 2 clear quartz, we are going to hit you now. Let's find out what your cards have in store for you. All right, let's suss this out together. Oops, I just moved my camera. Apologies. So we have the 3 of Wands reversed to start with. The Hierophant in reverse, Major Arcana for Taurus. 7 of Cups reversed as well, coming in for 3rd. 4th card, the 8 of Pentacle. And the 5th and final is the Page of Pentacle. 3 of Wands reversed, the Hierophant reversed, 7 of Cups reversed, the 8 of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles. Well, let's start at the beginning. The 3 of Wands reversed. This is a real sense here, guys, of this ship not coming in. Something that we had desired, waited a very long time, have really been tapping the feet, saying, come on, come to me now, come to me now. We've realised not only is not coming, it's just not going to eventuate. Garbos. There's a sense of here of something very desired, waiting for it to come in, waiting for it to pay off, waiting for it to ripen or to come into your circle. It's like I'm waiting to be gifted what is mine, yet no gift is coming through here. It's a bit of sense of disappointment as well with this card. With the Hierophant in reverse coming in behind that 3 of Wands, I'm seeing that you had sacrificed a lot in the waiting process for this to come in. You may have let other offers or things go by, things that were really in alignment with you, but it wasn't what was desired by you. These options might have been, I'm hearing, the smart choice or the more direct or the more easy path, I guess you could say. But there's a sense of that's not the way you wanted to get it, or that wasn't your vision, wasn't your desired way or route. And I feel like you sacrificed greatly for this, and you really maybe sacrificed a bit more than what you wanted. You may have put yourself in a position of being overcommitted or going without too much because of this. Now, with the 7 of Cups reversed, you didn't really care at the time too much because you knew which cup you wanted. There were other options on the table. You were aware of this. You made your choice and you stuck by it. That was your choice. And you don't regret it, I don't feel. But there is a sense of, well, why couldn't have this worked when I put so many avenues of effort into it? I streamlined so much of it. Why couldn't this SOB come in for me? But the 2 final cards say to me, in a way, maybe something does, because we have the 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is working your butt off. It's putting your head down, your bum up, and meticulously banging out that pentacle to the perfect of the best of your ability. It's really repetition is the key here. Repetitionizing what needs to be done and bringing it out perfectly, singularly, but all together being exactly matching. With the Page of Pentacles, you are investing a lot in anything that gives you more skill, advancement towards monetary skill, career, things of that nature, or to give you more materialistic value. There's a real sense here of you are going to put it all up, including the house, to bring this in, to make this rich. You've got a to-do list as long as your arm, I want to say as well. And you may be like, watch hiring a lot of stuff going on during this quarter of April, May, and June. But there is a sense here of due diligence is the key, and just keep karate chopping away, because you are eventually going to get an advancement here. But the advancement, because you're putting in the skill and you're making that pentacle, is going to be very rich in monetary investment. It may not be the desired route or the desired way of getting it. It may have costed, or it may have led to a lot more sacrifice than what you were willing or expected, but you chose it, and you chose it all due course, and you did so all willingly, and you accept that, group 2. You really do accept the fact that you wanted this a certain way, and you don't regret that. You wish it had come in that way, but you're not going to lose out either way. I feel things are still going to move forward for you quite plentifully. It's just going to be in a different mode of transport, or a different road you're going to take to get there, so to speak. Pardon the crappy analogies today. I'm suffering. From the Titanium fortune cards for your next message, we had the Book, the Mountain, and the Rider. Now, the Book always refers to knowledge, information, secrets, things that are not yet seen or known. These are things that need to be found out. So during this time, you may be looking into the past, ancestral, paperwork, something of this nature, a book itself, an actual book. A book may get released. You may be writing a book, something around this informational stance, information that's going to come out, be released. It's going to come to light. When it does, it's going to cause massive issues. It's going to be a mountain unlike any other that's going to need to be surmounted, to be overcome. This is a big boulder. This is a big, big, big issue. But I'm feeling here it's the way you're tackling it, or the way you're looking at it, which will be the difference in the outcome. You could try to climb it. You could try to go around it. You could try to go under it. I feel like the best way for you, and this is going to be weird me saying this, is to go straight through it. To tackle it straight head on, get it under control, get the right information out if this is incorrect information, or to rebuff, repose, say your bit, whatever needs to be done in regards to this information. The third card was the Rider. Now, this promises good news coming forth, and I feel like out of all of this crazy worry, misery, or stress of this information, it's going to work to your advantage. It's not just going to work to your advantage, it's going to be extremely good news for you. Because something is going to be broken, bought, moved forward, something is going to grow or replenish. There's going to be some real big positive that's going to come forward from this group too. From the Wiccan, you got the element of earth. And it reads as such. The earth element governs stability, security, and material concerns, the solid foundation over which all the other elements move. Its energy is receptive, teaching the wisdom of the elder, patience, endurance, self-suffrage, and material things with the quality of loyalty and reliability, keeping us grounded and secure in loving families and comfortable homes. Remember that earth helps us to recognize and accept the limitations and potential of our character. Earth shows us how to take responsibility for our lives and our destiny, standing for stability and growth. And that is exactly what I was just trying to explain through your tarot reading. There is a sense here of it not going at the path you wanted, but you're building so much more security, so much more growth, so much more materialism, so much more money, so much more plentifulness through this process itself. From the angels, we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life and chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And I feel like there was to this desired outcome, whether it's love for a person or a love for a way of doing something. I feel like for many of you, it's a way of doing something. It's referring to the process by which you wanted to succeed in getting this to come in. And we've already sort of explained what I said about that. From the relationship side of things, on the Island Time Wellness, we have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future, and keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. You may be wanting more. If there is some sort of love fest going on at the moment, it isn't very plentiful. It is very much wham, bam, no so thank you, ma'am. There's no comfort here, I want to say. There's no comfort. There's no cuddles. There's no warmth within whatever this is referring to for you. There is a sense of unsure future. You are yearning for things that you are maybe not seeing come into fruition or coming in the way you like, those processes. Do not fear, do not flurry. I feel that everything is happening in divine time, in all honesty, and maybe just need to sit back, let go of the reins, and just allow things to process in whatever way it is, rather than the way we want. Your ruin is Wun Yu, which means happiness, joy, and pleasure. This ruin card is all about joy and benefits of positivity. It tends to indicate happiness, success, harmony, and exciting new beginnings. The joy can be inspired by either external events, fulfilling relationships, or an unexpected but very welcome development. It can also refer to a quiet inner joy derived from feelings of gratitude and peace. Either way, there are blissful associations with this card. Or either way, there are blissful associations with this card, or the potential for bliss if you stay optimistic and understand that true happiness comes from within. This card could be urging you to become more aware of your state of mind. This card could be urging you to become more aware of your state of mind, because focusing on the negative will only attract the negative if things aren't going your way or you are encountering obstacles and setbacks. Negativity may be a contributing factor. Focus with a positive attitude on what brings you joy is the way forward. I like that. And I think that resonates quite well, actually, with what we were already saying. Let's have a look at your angel for the period of the quarter, and we have number 18. I have a relocation, and I'm just going to finish explaining the last two cards for group 2. I did lose one of the stones, but all the cards are still in the fixtures during the relocation from where I was to where I am now, so it's just one of those days, guys. So we're just going to try and get this reading done. I've been trying to do this for 3 days now, and I've had a rocking headache, and I'm over it in the best, nicest, most possible way. So group 2, the angel you got was number 18, the carer angel, and the reading, what am I doing? The explanation of this is as follows. You've received this card because your career angel has heard your prayers about your current work position. Are you considering a change in your career, or are you having issues at your place of employment? Is there a work colleague who is causing disharmony in your life? Are you considering going for a promotion or a change to own your own business? Do you have an idea about a business venture and you need assistance from your carer angel? Are you considering undertaking study to change or enhance your current career path? Do you need assistance and guidance with updating your resume? Do you need help with receiving a raise in salary? Do you need assistance with balancing work and play in your life? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, then it is time to relax and know in your heart that everything is being taken care of by your career angel. By surrendering your fears about your career to your angel, you will be surprised by what opportunities he sends your way. Your carer angel is currently healing any emotional work issues that are affecting you. He's actively guiding into your life people who will help you achieve your desired outcome. For example, people may appear. Sorry, my throat's killing me. And I just lost my place. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm really not in the greatest of forms today, so you're just going to have to bear with me. I'm sorry. What opportunities he sends your way. Your career angel is currently healing any emotional work issues that are affecting you. He is actively guiding into your life people who will help you achieve your desired outcome. For example, people may appear to assist you with networking. If you have doubted that you are able to change your career path, don't despair. Your career angel is helping you to follow the right course of action to begin your new career path. The affirmation for this card is as follows, word for word. You say it to bring in your angel if you need help with this. I surrender any worries that I have about my career path to my career angel. I feel safe in the knowledge that he will guide me in the direction I am meant to follow to improve my career. So the career angel number 18 for group 2. And the final piece of pie for group 2, we're getting there, is your spirit animal for the month. The quarter, sorry, it's not the month, it's the quarter. See, this is what happens when I have a break in between readings and it goes a little bit pairy for a minute. But we'll find the form in a minute, I promise, guys. We will find the form. God, I hope so. I'm sure we will. Okay. Group 2, your final piece of quarterly pie. Oh, God's sakes. Just, you know, there's always something in my world. It's the spider. I could use one of them right now. The pulse of creativity is essentially strong right now, triggering a not familiar and compelling desire to express yourself through creative writing. Whether or not the tales you weave are true, whether they're based on actual experience or the imaginative workings of a fertile mind. Each day, sitting yourself down and pouring out words that come to you. Don't ponder each sentence or paragraph, just write whatever wants to be written through you, to inspire and enlighten others. You don't need a profoundly complex tale. Start by describing a personal experience, one where you gain some insight that may also be useful for others. However, don't focus on how people will respond to your story. Instead, just enjoy the process of writing without judging your work or yourself. Write to express, not to impress. In attempting to write, you may find yourself easily distracted either with others' needs for your time and attention, like me, or with these negative thoughts and beliefs that are a product of judgments and shame that you've been subjected to during childhood. A powerful way to release these habitual and self-limiting thoughts and feelings is to write about them in a story form. As you do so, don't hold back anything. Through such a catharsis, you heal these wounds and have ordinarily wounded you. The associations with the spirit animal spider are as follows: creativity, wisdom, weaving, balance, storytelling, writing, connectiveness, inspiration, femininity, nurturing, communication, imagination, and individuality. So group 2, that is your reading. We will now move on to the next grouping, which I do believe was the green stone. Okay, I hope I didn't jumble up the order. But the next is the green pile, so we're doing green next, even if the numbers have somehow changed a bit. Okay, green stone is group 3, that is next. Red is 4, that is after, and the 5th is, of course, the black with white speckled Dalmatian stone. I need a rest for a minute. My voice is playing up really badly. I've had a migraine all day, and I've had a ongoing illness for a couple of days that hasn't reached its peak yet. It's just like lingering and pissing me off as it does. Story of my life. I'm sure you can understand. Yeah, so let me just revamp and we'll come back and read group 3's cards, which is the green stone. Okay, so group 3, green stone, you're next, guys. Okay. And yes, another day has gone by, another yeah, and we are still doing this reading. But I had no illusions that it probably wouldn't be. Third grouping now, which is that beautiful dark green stone, which I know is group 3 because I just know. We're about to look at your cards now. So, let's do so. Alright, so the tarot portion, we have the 6 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 2 of Swords, 9 of Cups, all uprights. This is interesting. It's not very often we do get all uprights because I do read reversal. So in regards to the tarot for group 3, the green stone, we have firstly the 6 of Cups. This is a real sense of nostalgia here, thinking of times long since past. Real nostalgic energy of the memories, of the connection, of the love, of the sentiment, of the devotion of it all. A lot of nostalgia, feeling very pulled to things of the past. Maybe even in some way wanting to bring that into the current or futuristic. What was, want to have again. This could be a relationship, sentimental values with family that maybe no longer here, or we don't see them as much anymore. The next card was the 2 of Pentacles. This is very much needing to have the agility to handle your money matters, to rock things back and forth. It's the real necessity to need to have the agility here to handle these money matters, to rock it back and forth in an infinite-like amount of energy. Next is the Queen of Wands, being very warm, very devoted, very giving with passion to your projects or to people that you seem worthy of investment. Real lover of animals, I want to say too. You may actually look at animals as better company than human beings, in all honesty, and I don't blame you for that. I agree with that myself. But if that's not for you, you know, there is just a sense of warmth about you. Two of Swords. This is having some affection, a cross in the road, a fork in the road. Needing to make a decision here, maybe feeling a bit hoodwinked, feeling a bit blindsided, but knowing something needs to be done here, maybe not knowing what to do. But in the end of it all, it's not that bad. The 9 of Cups. This is success, fulfillment off your own back, really drinking it to the last drops dry, and really celebrating the fact that you got it, you have it all due to yourself. Very independent reading, this one. I love it. So let's revamp exactly what your tarot portion of the reading has. So that's 6 of Cups, like I said, very nostalgic energy, thinking of times long since past, people, places or things that you have real attachment and attainment to and real sentiment with. 2 of Pentacles are saying that we're trying to bring in something here that's really taking a lot of agility to handle our money matters, something money related, which we've really got to rock back and forwards to try to get some sort of movement or to try and keep it viable. The Queen of Wands coming in behind that is saying we are very warm, we're very giving of our time, maybe very devoted to the very people of our lives. With the 2 of Swords, there is a decision here. Could be in regards to someone you have affections with. But there is a decision, a real sense of needing to make one or the other. I'm seeing either way, it's going to be okay for you with the 9 of Cups. You are very, very fulfilled with what you've got right now. There's not really an overly pressing need for anything else, really. You're fine just the way you are. It's me, it's I, and I'm alright. That's what I would title this grouping. It's me, it's I, and I'm alright. From the Titania cards, this is like a children's picture book. It lends to a story on its own. First we had the lily, the cross, and the tree. Wow. The lily is a suggestion of better times coming forth. You may have gone through a period of sickness or ill health or not doing quite so well. This is about that improvement coming through. With the cross, this is an occult card, one of 2 that are in the deck. And it is one of the most strongest pulls of spirituality, religious beliefs, and or understanding that something up there is guiding you down here. You're on the right path and you are where you need to be. The tree is the tree of life. It is illuminated, it is full of life, and it brings with it much abundance. It is illuminated, it is full of growth, and it is very plentiful. I want to say to you, group 3, you know, things haven't always been great. Things may not have always been easy. You may have been logged down with some health issues or some restrictions here that weren't of your control or able to get by on your own. But spirituality never left your side throughout these hard times, and now is here to guide you through the thicket of times moving forward. With the tree of life, I'm seeing you have longevity still within you, and you have much growth still to partake in. You are the growth of the tree. You are the tree of life. You are full of life at this point in time, and you can make, do, whatever it is that you so choose now. From the Wiccan, we got the celestial body of Jupiter for you. Named after the Roman king of the gods, Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system and rules business, growth, expansion, justice, and legal matters. Freedom and opportunity are associated with Jupiter, along with luck, good fortune, and fate, taking a hand in your life and potentially redirecting the path you are on, like that cross. Philosophy and the search for meaning also fall under Jupiter's reign. By drawing this card, you're invited to use the energies of Jupiter when practicing magic for luck and prosperity, for wealth, money, and employment opportunities, for expansion, growth, travel, and for justice. For some of you, I want to say that maybe you have been waiting for justice to come over something that has been terribly traumatic for you. And I feel like when justice comes through, that's when your improvements begin. From the relationship side of things, we've got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, the bond deepens. Release your ex. Time has come to clear your energy. It's time to release a lot of things, I think. and open up the slate for new. It's all about getting rid of what was, healing it, moving on from it. I love it. From the Island Time Wellness, we have the mirror, mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, introspection, and go with snake, empath, and narcissistic, paragram, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. I feel like this is something that this was the dark side of it. Maybe you're around someone that was mirroring your behaviors, reflecting it back on you, someone that was very narcissistic, someone that was very tainted. I'm hearing the words they were very tainted. They weren't for you, but there were lessons to be learnt from them. I feel like that time has now come to pass. And I think that's a good thing, in all honesty. Now we'll go to the last three portions of pie, which are a little bit more in depth with their meanings. First, from the ruin, you got for this quarter, for April, May and June, Thorgars, meaning dawn or daylight. Thorgars is the wrong card associated with dawn and daylight and is therefore a symbol of new awareness and hope. To the ancient Norse people, each new dawn and the welcome light from the sun breaking through after nighttime uncertainly was a miracle. So when Thorgars appears in a reading, it tends to be a very good sign indeed. Success is on the cards. However, to ensure that this success materializes, it is important that you continue on your path of self-improvement and think and act positively. Hope is often a crucial ingredient for success in life. So if you are going through tough times, this card reminds you that darkness is often followed by the dawn and a new awakening. You need to have renewed faith in your ability to pull through. Another association with this card is personal transformation. It suggests that you are growing rapidly in self-awareness and having, or are about to have, a major breakthrough. I love it. I love it, and I feel that is very reflective of what you're going through right now. Your angel for this time, for this quarter, is number 22, the angel of detoxification. Your body is healthy, happy, and healed. You have received this card because your angel of detoxification wants you to know that he is by your side. At times, your body can become overly stressed from the pressures upon you during your daily life. The angel of detoxification. Sorry about that. Your angel of detoxification is letting you know that when this happens, he will assist you to detoxify your body. This will allow you to clear out any stress, addictions, bad habits, or unhealthy food you may have consumed. This in turn will help you deal with your stress. From this day forward, your angel of detoxification will assist you so that you can live a more healthier, happier, and focused, stress-free life. Now is the time to start eating healthy. Your angel detoxification will give you the strength to give up or at least cut back addictive foods, alcohol, substances, soft drinks, and caffeine. You may wish to eat more clean food, such as fresh fruit, veggies, and cut back on sugary items like cakes, sweets, and chocolates. Or you may wish to cut back on fast foods that are high in fats and carbohydrates. Your angel of detoxification is not here to punish you or to make you feel guilty about your choices. He is here to guide and give you the wisdom you need to make the best, healthiest choices that will allow you to have a happy, healthier, stress-free body. Remember to consume any type of food or beverage in moderation. Of course, every now and then you are allowed some of your favorite items, even if unhealthy, just in small doses. The affirmation for this card is as follows. I allow my angel of detoxification to guide me in my life choices of healthy food and beverages. I am now guided to consume foods and beverages that are beneficial to having a healthy mind, body, and spirit. Last piece of pie for group 3. Final piece of pie for group 3 is your spirit animal. Your spirit animal for the quarter, is the mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to correct it. You've been feeling unsteady, shaky, or out of sorts lately because there's an imbalance in your life. To bring back balance, start with an appraisal of your physical health. Get an exam from a reputable doctor who practices integrative medicine, sometimes called a holistic physician. There's no need to be alarmed, but if there is something identifiable in your body's biochemistry that's off and can be easily corrected, you'll benefit from such an analysis. Be sure to exercise each day, eat nutritiously sound foods, preferably organic, and get plenty of rest. Then take some time to continue your assessment by checking out other areas of your life, such as polarities of work, play, social solitude, giving, receiving, and any others that occur to you. It's unrealistic to expect your life to stay completely in balance, and at times as it's a continuous interplay between the various polarities. Even the seasons adjust of light and dark, slowly and gradually shifting in a ever ceaseless dance. Notice how you feel when something is out of balance, and then take the necessary steps to adjust in ways that provide greater equilibrium. The associations with the mountain goat are sturdiness, sure-footedness, resilience, determination, quickness, confidence, aspiration, ambition, independence, strength, practicality, stability, dignity, and perseverance. Thank you so much, Group 3, for joining me for this pick a card reading for the quarter of April, May, and June of 2023. We'll now move to the fourth grouping, which of course is the beautiful Redstone. Group 4, Redstone. Here we go now. All right, Group 4, the Redstone. We are doing you now. Okay, let's look at the tarot first. So the Knight of Pentacles, Fool reversed, Two of Cups reversed, the Moon, Piscean energy there, Four of Cups reversed. Well, this is very interesting. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow mover. He comes in years if you were to go by time length. 8 years would be the time phrase this individual would take. And the reason he takes so long, because as he moves forward, he stops and adjusts and takes in everything that's going on around him, makes a bit of movement and adjusts. He brings in a lot of steadiness, and when he does come in, he brings in a lot of gifts. Brings in a lot of growth and a lot of pentacle, a lot of earth energy. It's stability, it's grounded, it's stable, it's constant. It can't be just knocked over by a breeze of wind. Coming behind that is the Fool reverse. We are being a bit neglectful. Neglectful in the way of just letting it go. We're too structured. We're too much of a plan. Too much planning. Nothing spontaneous. Nothing is on the hop, on the fly. Everything is so meticulous, so scheduled or routine. It feels a bit mundane to me. And maybe it does in relationships too with the Two of Cups. This is a unionship that has gone to ground. A unionship, a commitment, friendship maybe even as well, or a business partnership that is going to end or cease during this time. The Moon is saying from this, though, there'll be much deception and much obscurity, not knowing where the light and the dark and shadow actually is. There could be some really getting lost in your mind's eye, having some mental facility issues, or just being very confused as to what the reality and what the deception is. Finally, the Four of Cups reverse. We've got lots of options, and we just don't know what we want. Boredom is a big thing with this card. Being bored, uninspired, and not really giving two shits, really, to be honest. Lost the love for it, I would call this reading. I lost the love, and it took me years. Because something did take you years to build. Years. To grow something, to bring it in, to make it a fine fixture in your life. And when you did, you realized it become very mundane. You had become so routine. You had become so meticulously, methodically planned out that even maybe the most insignificant things of your day were even scheduled in to the point of actual fixtures. Too structured. It needs to be a bit more spontaneity here. Two of Cups reverse, sorry. This really is a disalignment of a unionship, relationship, commitment, or contractual agreement. It really didn't work. And because of it, we are really in a state of confusion. We don't know where the light and the shadow is. We don't know what's real, what the reality is, what's the fake, what's the shadow of it. We may even be suffering some mental facility issues, maybe getting very confused, have some mental illness, some magmas, some real strong polarities within one's mind, or losing some of your personality's features. Finally, with the Four of Cups reversed, there are options here, very plentiful ones too, but they are nowhere near tantalizing enough to get you to get beyond your boredom stage. Boredom, boring is all I'm hearing there. Let's look at the extras. Next are the Titanium fortune cards, and they lend like a children's storybook. They've got a bit of a storyline on their own. We have the Ring, the Tower, and the Clover. Wow, very lucky cards here. The Ring is that of a relationship or commitment coming in here. Whether it's just the starting point or whether it's actually literally putting a ring on it. There is a sense of a relationship here being very full, very well-rounded, very continuous, like the ring circle. It never ends. For some of you, this could be in relation to your parents. You're really re-cementing that. For some of you, this is a relationship with the opposite sex coming together, or same-sex marriage, or whatever it is for you. With the Tower, you have, this is an occult card, and you have been guided to this point in time. This is for you. Be accepting of it. I feel like ancestors from the past in spirit realm are guiding you, egging you on kind of thing to go forth here. They've brought this in for you. This is something for you that you've been waiting for your whole life, and it was on the cards your whole life for it. It was just a timing factor, and the time is now during this quarter, I want to say. With the Clover, wow, this is a luck card. This is saying, you know, if you were to roll the dice, mate, you would come up with luck every time. You are a lucky individual. Luck is granting you passage here. This is beautiful. All by which you want is now about to flourish, I'm hearing, and come into full fruition. Wish I was that lucky. From the Wiccan, we had the cardinal points of the compass. The East reads as such. The East is the place of enlightenment or awakening, symbolism that is understood in both Christian churches and Buddhist temples, where the altar is positioned in the East. The East is the triumph of rebirth over death and is the direction of the infant, new beginnings, fresh ideas and inspiration. East is the direction to work when seeking enlightenment or illumination, when beginning a new project, when looking for original ideas and inspiration, or when starting a new phase in life. Now, it's weird how the Tarot said about that Two of Cups reverse, about a relationship going south, but the Titania cards have said that there is a relationship which you've been guided to. I feel like when one thing ends, something new begins. From the relationships sector, we've got playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. Maybe there is a bit of karmic stuff going on here, or divinely guided issues. And again, I think the Island Time Wellness cards have captured this well. Soulmate, soul connection, partnership agreement, soul contract, and then acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. To release is to gain. You can't have someone hold space when something is already holding space. We need to get rid of to receive what it is we're meant to have, instead of cleaving hold of something that was never meant to be yours to begin with. The greatest gift of all is to be free. Freedom is what is worth fighting for. Your freedom, your rights, your beliefs, your truth, your life. What is best for you? And only you truly do know that. But ask yourself that question wholeheartedly and fully devotedly, and be honest with self during this time would be my advice. That is the answer by which you seek. That is the road by which you need to follow. Now, let's go to the Ruin card for you for this quarter, if I can find it in amongst the bunch. We will in all due diligence, we will. While we just wait a moment. There we are. I know I will find it eventually. It is Logos, meaning fluid or water. Logos is the Ruin card representing water, and water is a universal symbol for emotion, both positive and negative. If this card appears, you are being encouraged to release your emotions and let them flow to the surface. Tears can be very cleansing, and emotions can be acknowledgement and openly expressed. But don't hold back. Allow yourself to feel and live your life to the full. This Ruin also shines a light on the importance of being guided by your intuition, which expresses itself through feelings. What are your emotions trying to tell you? Other associations with this card is the need for renewal. Perhaps rigid ideas are holding you back or stifling your creativity, and it is time to be more open-minded and to let the past go and start anew. Exactly what I was saying. Meditating beside a lake or river or visiting the seaside may help release creative blocks and bring renewed energy and inspiration. I love that. For group 4, I love that. Your angel for the quarter is Wow. We don't see this card come up at all very often. It is a blessing to have it. It's the number 1 card, the Angel of White Light. You have drawn this card because your Angel of White Light, who is your protector, wants you to know that she is by your side. This is a gentle reminder that you need to call upon the spiritual being to activate the white light from above to guide and protect you. You are a spiritual being living an earthly experience, and as a result, it is easy to forget the importance of drawing on the light to illuminate and guide you along your path. On a daily basis, you can be caught up with your earthly life and stresses. It is easy to forget how important it is to expand your light around you. By doing this, you connect to the spirit realm, is enhanced and strengthened. If there are times when you feel that you are alone and unprotected, your Angel of White Light will be there to assist you with reconnecting to your higher self and to those in spirit realm. If ever you have felt unsafe, in danger, lost or alone, remember that your Angel of White Light is only a thought away, providing a protective shield of illumination that surrounds you and protects you from any negativity, danger, stress or unpleasantness that you may encounter. The affirmation for this card is as follows. I am completely protected and at peace. I acknowledge my Angel of White Light surrounding me and guiding me from above throughout my journey. Wow, that's amazing. I really feel that there is much messages for group 4 here today. Muchly. Final piece of pie for the 4th grouping is your spirit animal for the quarter. And it is the shark. Your instinctual self is the aspect of you that sends signals to your brain directly from your body. It is what's responsible for your survival, particularly when you're in a life-threatening situation and must avoid danger by fighting, fleeing, or remaining still and quiet. Your instinct dictates what choice most likely ensures your precipitation. It's much more primal than intellect, and it's what connects humans with all other animals. The trust for your instinctual signs can be modified and distorted by conditioning, especially childhood conditioning, where you're repeatedly told to distrust what your body is telling you, or you face life-threatening situations with no escape. This exquisite survival mechanism becomes clouded at the least and completely suppressed at the extreme. It's replaced by either a generalized fear and agitation that gets projected onto relatively benign situations, or else a psychic numbness and sensitizes and senses and severely limits your body's ability to process environmental cues of danger. This sensory numbness also limits your ability to fully experience pleasure. Take the time to tune into your gut feelings using slow, deep breathing as an access code. Listen with all your senses to discern what your body is telling you, and use your intellect to interpret whether it's a conditioned reaction or an instinctual response. With practice, you'll refine your perpetual capabilities so that you can completely trust what you feel. The associations with the shark is as follows. Confidence, secrets, protection, respect, survival, authority, focus, action, unpredictability, ancestral, shape-shifting, solitude, endurance, assertiveness, and divinity. Yes, I have a rather bad busted lip, in case you can't tell. That's why my speech is a little bit off. Cricket ball to the face, well, to the lip. It's fractured my tooth and it's busted my lip. You should see the inside. It's a dog's breakfast. Now, we are up to the 5th and final grouping. It is that Dalmatian stone, which was black with white speckle. I lost it. But this is the 5th grouping. 5th grouping. Okay, guys, 5th grouping. 5th and final for the pick a card. Let's do it. Okay, group 5. The Tower reverse, the 10 of Cups reverse, the 6 of Pentacles reverse, the 9 of Pentacles reverse, and the 8 of Cups. Only one upright. The Tower reverse is saying things aren't falling. Things are very much staying in their same old patterns. There's not much intervention here from the divine. You may even want change, but it's just not able to bring it in right now. Everything feels very stagnative, very persistent. 10 of Cups reverse. Family, home, and matters within the home and family connections aren't great right now either. There may even be a breaking up of a relationship within the home, or breaking up of alignments within the home. 6 of Pentacles reversed, not equal give and take. This may have to do with monetary being withheld, or a lack of being paid your fairness, your dues. 9 of Pentacles reversed. This led to a lot of roguery and some monetary wealth of yours being dispelled or lost. 8 of Cups. There was no other decision to make but to walk the F away and not look back. For some of you, I want to say this was actually your family you had to walk away from. For some of you, it's a relationship, but there was no change here. There was no change. No matter how much you try with that Tower reverse, it wasn't going to change. It was just going to repeat. And with the 10 of Cups reverse, you just had to see it for what it was. A doomed relationship, a doomed family commitment. Because there wasn't equal give and take. It was all one-sided, especially around monetary. And it did bleed you dry. It did make you lose a lot of your monetary wealth. The 8 of Cups, you had no other choice but to walk away. There was no other decision to be made. It was dollar to bust. They really put you in a position where there was nothing else that you could do, say, or think other than what was on the table, which was to walk the F away and to not look back in any type of way. Let's look at the additionals. Additionals for group 5, we had, from the Titanium Fortune cards, we had the Moon, the Man, and the Anchor. Wow. The Moon is that of an invitation or something coming in that is not expected but very important. It could be a marriage that's come out of the blue, or a celebration that you may have forgotten, or a birth of a child. It has a very strong attainment to a man, though. Someone that is very much guided and assisted you, someone that's very trustworthy, and someone that's very important perhaps to you. With the Anchor, this is someone that has brought you much stability and anchored you in times of rocky, choppy seas and storms. This is an individual that you were able to rely on, and that was solid. It was rock solid. Something's coming in during this period that you may not have foreseen. Something very important, something that's a real invitation to something big, plentiful, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm seeing a lot of lights, bright lights. Sometimes that does refer to birth. Your Wiccan card is the compass points of the compass of the west. The west direction now. Reads as such. Journaling around the magic circle, the west represents the time of day where the sun sets and the annual movement from summer to autumn. The power of the west is the maturity of the adult. It is the consideration and strength where the fruits of the endeavor can be harvested. It is also the time to look within. A time for self-examination and reflection, allowing transformation of experience into knowledge or matter into spirit. West is the direction to work with when you need to take some stock and evaluation a situation. It is a time for self-evaluation and carefully consideration as you prepare for new action. Hence, its association with the qualities of introspection. Love that. Introspection is a very important part of life, and we should do it a bit more often than what we do, I think. From the relationship side of things, we have the romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I feel like someone new that might be coming through that's not at all someone that you would ever consider might actually be just up your alley. Island Time Wellness, Cupid's Arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitational meeting, like I said, hesitation. The Golden Mirror, self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-side relationship, love bombing. You fear that. You fear this love bombing bullshit, but I feel that this connection is going to be something very important. It's all to do with this invitation that the Titania cards picked up on. I feel like this invitation is going to be very important. It's going to be events that you are not going to want to skip out on or be sick for. If you know what I mean. So, your Ruin card, group 5 for the quarter, is K-Nos, meaning torch, beacon, or fire. This card is most strongly associated with fire. Fire brings warmth and light in a literal sense, but it can also represent intellectual and spiritual illumination. This card indicates sudden insight, an outpouring of creativity, and those aha moments of awareness and clarity. If you are experiencing confusion or stagnation, this card may represent the promise of light at the end of the tunnel, or signify that an amazing breakthrough has already occurred, or is imminent in some area of your life. When the enlightenment comes, you must seize the moment. It is the optimum time to initiate new projects, creative pursuits, or relationship. This card can also contain a warning. However, fire is life and brings light into our lives, but it can also burn and destroy. Drawing this card could also indicate that someone needs definitively to end or be destroyed before they can be a new beginning or period of growth. For an ending to start a new beginning, we cannot take place of something where something is already sitting. Your angel for the quarter to guide and assist you throughout. Group 5 is number 10. It is, of course, the angel of clairaudiency. You have received this card because your angel of clairaudiency is here to remind you that you are a natural clairaudient who was born with clairaudiency. This is a gift of hearing the spirit realm through songs and music that you receive in your everyday life. Your gift of clairaudiency has been reawakened, and your angel of clairaudiency is ready to guide and teach you how to utilize your rediscover your ability. Your angel may announce her arrival to you through subtle sound wave frequencies changes in your ear. These frequencies can be heard in the form of a sudden buzzing, ringing, or whooshing sound. Do not be alarmed if this occurs. It is your angel clairaudiency letting you know which ear she wishes to use to communicate with you. Pay attention to any words, voices, songs, sounds, or messages that pop into your mind, as this form of guidance may come to you in your own voice or the voice of an angel or loved one in spirit. Once you become accustomed to these new forms of guidance, your angel clairaudiency will offer you guidance, inspiration, warnings, and share encouraging messages to help assist you with your daily life. The affirmation, say word for word to bring in your angel, is as follows. I am ready to reawaken my gift of clairaudiency. I listen to the spiritual guidance I receive from my angel of clairaudiency. I hear and understand the information that is shared with me from the spirit realm. Now, finally, sorry, it's been a long track in this one. A bit longer than what I expected, in all honesty. I've just been sick, and this has been a bit more of a struggle than what I bargained for. But I'm glad I got through it for you. Fifth and final group, last card to be read is your spirit animal. You got the octopus. To become adept at shape-shifting, it's necessary to remain flexible and resilient and be willing to practice different identities by altering your way of dressing, your hairstyle, your demeanor, and your mannerisms. Particularly focus on your body's language and voice qualities. Experiment by first making small changes in any of these aspects and watch what happens. You can also become skilled in modifying your aura, the energy field around you, by intentionally contracting and expanding it. When you practice these things, sometimes even your friends won't recognize you. You can even get so good at camouflage that you become invisible to others. Everyone has numerous personas through which they operate, and you're no different. It's a matter of being conscious of those personas and modifying them through the art of shape-shifting. Just like actors do, study other people and notice their mannerisms, clothing styles, and how they walk and carry themselves. Observe animals and their behaviors and try to mimic them. Developing this ability can help you to become more readily adapt to various situations you encounter, thus enabling you to deal with them more effectively. Let yourself be an actor in your everyday life and have fun with it. Just remember who you are at your core. The associations with the octopus are disguise, secretiveness, camouflage, solitude, involvement, flexibility, regeneration, protectiveness, protection, intelligence, sacrifice, efficiency. Bombada. There are your 5 groupings, full, finished, and fluxed for the quarter of April, May, and June of 2023 year. I am Redsky here from Redsky's Righteous Readings. I am a little bit tired, so I must go rest my energy. I'll hope to see you in the next 12 hours with the live. I have been a bit sick. I'm trying to get out of my state of cocoonage. I hope to be back with you real soon. Till then, light love to all. Love you. See you next time with me. Bye all.